Welcome everybody to No Labels, No Walls Action Monday. It's the 17th of April 2023, and as you can see, we're in Halmstad, Sweden.
Yeah, great stuff.
Great stuff. And my name is Markus Vähälä. I'm actually in Vantaa, Finland, but with No Labels, No Walls, you can travel around the world once a month and get to visit a space for art, culture, and citizenship action. And this year, No Labels, No Walls is all about spaces, looking for spaces where people can express themselves, come together, hang around, just to be themselves. So join us monthly to Action Monday and see new sites. And tonight, we are going to travel to Halmstad in Sweden together with Peter and Lottie. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right.
Peter, can you tell a little bit about Dramalogen, what it is and why is it in Halmstad?
Yeah, but Dramalogen is a kind of an alternative place for culture, a culture production center, a place for making for culture workers to gather, collaborate, do stuff, and help each other out in various ways. And we've been doing this for 10 years. We have been or are a part of the Halmstad municipality, but kind of an alternative part. And we try to do various projects and stuff there. And we have also this place, which is a nice space in our town, that are a bit like a hub for the alternative culture. We do also very much. Lotta, who's with me here, is also a great part of Dramalogen and important. And we do very much collaborations with the rest of the culture life in Halmstad. We try to, say.
No, I was just filling in to Peter that we do work with artists, but we also try to make ways for culture workers to give back to the society. So we do a lot of social projects as well in the daytime, which allow us to have a stage in nights and weekends for people to do their own art. So we do like everything from working with elderly or migrant people with culture as a tool, and in the evening or in the weekends we do crazy theater or music or concerts or whatever. So we try to do as much as possible for the whole society with culture as a tool.
And that also makes us, since we work very broad, it makes the culture workers that work with us, they are in it. They're on their toes, and they do their stuff, use their cultural tools all the time. So it's very easy to start a project or start something because everybody is in the game in various ways.
And I can also say Halmstad is a fairly middle big town on the west coast of Sweden. So we are located between Gothenburg, which is the second biggest city, and Malmö, which is the third biggest city. So a lot of people from Halmstad tend to move.
Yeah.
And we don't want people to be able to have to move. We want to keep them here because we want to, like, the culture can grow, but it can't if everyone is moving, right? So that was the main idea for Dramalogen to start 10 years ago. How can we keep young people here and not move away? So Magan and Peter founded this place, and now we've been running for 10 years with, if we can say it ourselves as we can, great success.
Exactly. And one part of this is our place. First when we started out, we got the place. It was an old school, tool school, or old school for making
school.
Yeah, exactly. And we had no money when we for furniture and stuff like that. It has been used by the city's janitors like a place for rest. So it was very many sofas there just, and bottles of booze, which was a bit strange. But I thought they had a party when they were leaving the place. And then since we had very little money, we've got the idea that if we buy orange stuff, everything secondhand that is orange, then we can dress up this place with old things that can be reused in various ways. And that has kind of set the tone for how things are for us nowadays. It's very much old stuff that comes back in the game in various ways, and
it's hard to find something that's super brand new, except for maybe some technical stuff, but everything else is used.
Yeah, and even there, we think it's very interesting to use old technical stuff that was kind of the top of the line, like 1992 or something, but that's now out of the game. But if you put it back on play together with some new stuff, then we really can find the good stuff. So yeah, I did a short walkthrough at our place. Maybe we should see it. Let's see if it's possible to see it, just so we can get a little bit feeling from the place. Oh yeah. Oh yes, I'm Peter Bengtsson, and we're going to do a little walkthrough at Dramalogen. So nice to have you. Welcome to Dramalogen. This is here's the kitchen and some kind of starting point. At Dramalogen we like old stuff. So here is our kind of master plan for everything that's going on here. This is a piece of art, the culture projects that rests here that were never done in the COVID times. Some kind of history wall. This is a big table where we can, like eat and do stuff. It's very important with coffee, we think, so there's always coffee here. And here is stuff that's going on. You understand. Dramalogen is a place that is various for various people. Our aim, our main target is culture workers, and we try to help culture workers being able to help themselves or have jobs or things to do when in our town. So one way of helping them is to do projects that they can work in. So we do that both with mental health issues. We have a newspaper for people with variations. We work with old people, we work with young people. We do things with various target groups, you could say. So, but our main goal is the culture workers, and the culture workers, they work with the various target groups. That makes it when things are at its best at Dramalogen, you don't really know who's an artist, who's here by some reason, you don't know who's who, because we like to keep the thresholds low. Here's things going on. This is the small stage area. Here is a ceramics group. Hello.
Hello.
How do?
Welcome.
What you making, my friend?
I don't know, what is it? Some kind of a blurb, I think. A blurb.
Aha!
Yeah,
Nice.
nice for the garden.
Elephant ear.
Elephant ear.
Organic forms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you are making a tower?
Yep.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. Hello? Are you okay? You are painting glasyr? No, paint. Okay. Great, thank you. Yeah, this is the little stage. Here can stuff happen. Saturday, Christopher here played on the little stage. And this is Varioben, the Funkis newspaper. they have a staff meeting here. Hello. And here is our big stage, which we are very proud of. It's the only ecological stage in Sweden. That's not really true, of course, but everything here has been somebody else. Everything is reused in one way or another. Tonight there's going to be there's a big choir with 50 people who's going to do a concert about Gustav Vasa. So here's the audience. Our stage is not so big. You can have like 60, 70, 80 people maybe. So it's good for making productions or small guest plays. But it does not really compete with the big stages in the city. It's more of an off-Broadway kind of thing. But it works very well. It looks very nice when people do stuff here. And it will be interesting to see this Gustav Vasa show, how it will turn out. And the thing is that everybody has stopped. I like carry stuff very much. So we have very much heavy old stuff. But nobody carries stuff anymore. So that's why we have gotten many things in like gifts. Here's an old light console that we are trying to get to work to replace its predecessor, which is from '92, I think. It's interesting with old technique. I'm packing my stuff because I'm going away to do a radio show with old ones, 4 old ones. The department for elderly, they ordered it from us to do a radio show, old media for old people. It was in the COVID times, but then they liked it very much, so we are still doing it. So now we are going to the old people's house, and then we do a podcast with them. Both, send your stories to the future, like we record old people's stories, so they can send it to their relatives in the future. And also we do something we call erfarenhetspanelen, the panel of knowledge maybe. And they discuss various things, and we air that in Radiokakan, our radio show for old people. 2 hours a week we do this radio show for old people. Now we go in here. This is the rehearsal room. Oh! And here is my friend Johan Lindegren. Hello, Mr. Lindegren.
Hello, Mr. Lindegren here.
How you do?
I'm fine.
You are the head director of Variabeln, the newspaper. And you also work here at Dramalogen all the time.
Yes.
Very good. And you have been to London just because your sister lives in London.
London, oh yeah.
Exact. You like London town very much.
Oh yeah.
But what do you more? You like music very much.
The music, beautiful music.
Yeah.
And the look at that, the musical.
Yeah.
And Andrew Lloyd Webber's musicals.
And you like Andrew Lloyd Webber's musicals.
Yes.
That's your favorite. And so now you are doing writing stuff about Broadway here. Very good. Play. Yeah. Good. So this is you sitting here work.
Yes.
You've worked with all these writing heft.
Yeah.
Very good. And what do you do more here? You are in Riff Club.
Yes, I do Riff Club.
Yeah.
And drums.
Yeah, exactly. You play the electric drums in Riff Club.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And then we can say this is like a music rehearsal place, for instance, for Riff Club. Every Wednesday we have an everybody can join orchestra. So we have like loads of instruments and stuff here, and anybody who wants to can join in. we are maybe 20 people in Riff Club, and maybe somewhere between 7 and 15 shows up every time. And Johan is a vital part of this by playing the drums. And this is also a place for some local orchestras and stuff can be here, rehearse stuff, do things. It works also as a theater room if you pick stuff away a little bit. So this is our green room, rehearsal room, everything room, extra room, where things can be real and nice. Mycket bra. Thank you so much. Do you want to say something more?
Oh yeah. Said the theater
Yeah.
and Malin och också Laura.
Yeah. Yeah, you are in a theater group called The Stars, Stjärnan.
Stjärnan, yes, stars, yeah.
Yeah, and it has been an old theater group. You have been in for 35 years or something.
Oh yeah.
43 years.
Again, the start, done, begin. 1981.
81 you started in Stjärnan.
Yes.
Wow! So it's 42 years you have been in Stjärnan.
Yes.
I remember you and me, we did a long film, a feature film, 1 hour long, when you had your 25-year birthday with Stjärnan. You played a doctor.
Oh yeah.
Who, among other things, Dr. Rönn, I think.
Yeah. Oh, good. Very good.
Very, very good. This is it's a movie called The Hospital, which I recommend for everybody, but it's in Swedish, so it's maybe not so easy. But yeah, very good. It says Lindgren's office here. This is your office.
Yes.
Yeah, very relaxed office space with a sofa and everything.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. Okay, my friends, we continue this small tour. Now, here is... this is a strange place where many ceramics stuff from the ceramics courses are. Here's just clean room. And here is a small photo studio with a very big printer that the local photographer has put it here. So it is much like that for us also, that since we have loads of space, and people don't have them at home, sometimes they just put their stuff here, and then they can do that if we all can use it. That's the deal. In here we have some kind of workshop and the ceramics oven, which is of importance for us. Out here are the bicycles and that one. Dramalogen exists for free culture workers. We like free culture. We do small stuff, we help produce stuff. We want as much culture as possible to be produced in our little town, and we want to send it out to the world in various ways. And we like to do like international projects or collaborations with people. And we also work very much with applied culture or culture and society in various ways. So much here, but also much out on town. This is more like mostly like a base or a starting point. Yeah, let's continue the discussion. And thanks for the uppmärksamhet. And let's talk about this. Bye bye.
Wonderful. It was so nice to see that and be there with you in Halmstad today. Now I'm passing the mic actually to Los Angeles, where we have another theater, Strindberg Laboratory, joining us. Meri Pakarinen, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm so impressed, and I'm so jealous of your fantastic space. I mean, that was incredible what you've created. It really is, and you're really lucky to get that. And I'm just like it's an old school, and you've have all these different various rooms and for different activities. So how long did it take you to have it all created in that way, and and build the theater and the rehearsals and the for the arts and for the music? Like how long has it take you since you got the space 10 years ago? So
This is our second place. Maybe Lotta talk a little bit because I have been talking so much now. It's better you explain this. You are muted.
As
Diddly-dit.
Peter said, it's our second space. We had a much smaller space before, but it was in the same vibe, because we like old buildings, which you can like dirty down. It doesn't matter if you drop paint on the floor or if you put up a painting. Newly built spaces for culture isn't great, we think. It doesn't suit us, because we like to be like the in the outskirts of things. We want people to come in and say, wow, is this here for real? A lot of people coming in. Yeah, because it doesn't look anything on the outside, and people coming in. We had like the other weekend, we had a pretty posh art exhibition just pop up for a day, and we had a lot of new audience which we hadn't met before, suited up, and they were drinking bubble wine in plastic cups, and it was like they couldn't really get their head around this, because we are in this industrial area outside of the town. And they were super impressed, and you could feel they felt like cool being there, because it's like they always say, oh, it reminds me of Copenhagen or Berlin, or the vibe. So that's something we really pressure, of course, being a little bit crazy.
Yeah, exactly. The space now, this is an old printing tryckeri, like a printing place. But so the school, they built a new block on top of the old school. So it was a moving contract, or how to say. So now we are at the new place, and I think what we have found out by moving is that now we have a culture house inside, and that can be put up anywhere. So we could more or less be in a parking garage, and that could be the culture house, or wherever we would move with our stuff and with our idea of building hut, or like doing it yourself and fix it as we go. So I think when we talk about, sometimes this comes up that maybe we have to move, or maybe should be somewhere else. And nobody's afraid of that. Everybody just looks at buildings and lick themselves around the mouth.
Whatever that's but what we do need, which is good in this space, is you can actually close a heavy door between like the rehearsal music area and the theater area. That's a good thing. And also the
ceiling
height space, because we want to be able to put up proper lighting and everything. But what we do a lot is being mobile, and when people come in and wants to rent the space or be in the space, we always tell them everything you can move. Do whatever you like. We don't want to be like pressure to, oh, this stands here, this stands here. Just move it. And also which Peter showed you, the big stage, which is 10 by 10 meters. So it's kind of big floor space. Sometimes we also build a stage upon the floor when we have a concert, for example, so you can be a little bit elevated, and that can be located on both sides. So we try to like keep ourselves on the toes and be open for what the people want when they come, because we also like a challenge. You ask how long time it takes to put together. We hate waiting. We are so impatient. We really like to work because time is money, and we just do it. So yeah, it doesn't take. We have a politician at our place a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about maybe in the future where culture house can be located, and we told them proudly, yeah, I think we need a week to pack and maybe 2 weeks to get the unpacked. but the crucial part for me, at least, is be able to close some doors, because in the old space we didn't have any doors, and then you can't do double or triple stuff at the same time.
No.
And because we're growing and we're expanding in different territories, it's good to close the door. But what we don't have at our place, because we are a part of the municipality right now, we don't have any office spaces. That doesn't take up any of our spaces. No one has to sit alone in a room and like close the door and be secret away. It's like you have your computer, that's your office. Yes.
So you are not an NGO, or you are part of the government supports you, and part of you are still independent. So
Yeah, we began as a municipality project, you could say, and we have been a part of the culture department for 10
All
years, or for 6 years since the project ended. But now we are in a change process that we are becoming an NGO, but with the task from the municipality to run the operation, so to speak. And with that task, it comes money. So we have we are more or less in the same way, but we are NGO instead of municipality because of bureaucracy
Various
reasons.
reasons,
Yeah.
right.
But that
You have like
doesn't.
Yeah, sorry, you have a steady stream, so you don't have to think, okay, this year we need to get.
No, exactly.
You have like a budget that they provide to you, so you can like do continuous work, and you can,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we see it like we have the foundation, the and then we do projects of that money. So we try to do that kind of every crown we get, we make it 2 crowns somehow, but by using it as insats in a new project, or turning stuff to new stuff. And it's
I
also
think-
very, very vital to have that, because when our projects kind of run out, we don't want to end it, so then we can be on low energy with the target group, or do
Right.
and then we can find new projects, because otherwise it's so hard to just jump from tuva to tuva.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, well, that's
And I-
fantastic.
And I
So-
also think one thing that is sets us aside from the other departments inside the culture of the municipality is we who works from Dramalogen are all producing in some way arts. We are freelancers. We don't work full time as an administrator, or we do all that stuff in-house. Which let us to do things fast. We don't have to, do we have to call that one? And if you come to us, I want to make a festival next weekend. Okay, let's go.
Well,
So-
wait for us. We already
Come.
We already have a good name for Sweden.
Yeah,
People
but
can pronounce- at least one place people could pronounce our
yeah, you saw we had Strindberg on the wall there too. It was big poster of him. So. Yeah, but I think that's absolutely right. That's also why we didn't really fit as a municipality organization, because everybody are freelancers. So it's strange for the municipality economics to how to work with freelancers, and so it's been a discussion from day one, more or less, how it's supposed to be organized. So now we're trying to organize it in a third way, and we think that this is going to be
We hope
very good.
everyone can keep their fingers crossed that everything works out. We don't know.
Exactly.
We're up in the air right now.
Yeah, but we have kind of a
good
fixed
chance.
point in the future, and we think that it's going to be good. But that makes we have the foundation, but we try to build rooms by doing projects all the time in various ways. To answer the first question there.
also like when we do collaborations and stuff, it doesn't have to cost our budget that much, except for maybe Peter coming in doing technical stuff or me coming in producing stuff, and so everything together. But we like to like work with the already established people who maybe needs a space or needs some support or anyway to just fill our house, because we don't, it's not our house, it's everybody's house, and we really want to make, if we can grow as much as possible so we don't fit anymore, then that's a good thing.
Yeah,
That's why
exactly.
we try to like do as many collabs as possible and just do it, as Peter said, every crown can be two if you really want to.
Yeah, but then you have something to put in as well. That's the luxury of our situation, that we already, since we are already we have things to satsa to start with.
Yeah.
And it's also the same thing with all our stuff. We have very much of this old stuff that we have kind of reused or collected and got into play again. It comes from various basements, but that we just lend that out to anybody who wants to. It's like a very easy way to get the culture bidrag, that you just come and ask, can I bring this speaker? Yeah, sure. And then everybody can do that. And so it's like a big, it just goes around. And that's actually a little bit from Music Broth or Jen and them. It was very inspiring to see how they use their instruments and just let everybody use them. So we try to fill the gap between renting stuff and doing stuff, and there is a hole there in between, that for people who don't have any, because otherwise people turn out to have to apply for money just to give them to somebody, and it has to be organized. It becomes big organization just to be able to do that thing that really should be just easy to do.
Yeah, and we try to like shine a light on like the grassroots movement of theater and the stage things in a smaller town, because I mean, you know it, if you have a theater group which are maybe 7, 8 in the cast and maybe a director, and on our little stage we can take 70 people and they pay 100 kroners each. I mean, no one gets rich here. So, but we want to make that theater production happening, so we try to be that stage. I mean, you can rent the big theater in the city center, but I mean, that's a whole different economics. You don't get it back on the tickets, and then the show wouldn't been made. So we try to fill that one.
Yeah, I think your model is a great model for a community and culture center, because it brings the, basically everybody's welcome. So I think that's great. So yeah, I wish it would be something like that would be possible in a place like Los Angeles, because the places are like, it's such a real estate, it's taking over everything. Like any building, whatever condition, it's going to be demolished, and there's
yeah, exactly,
like luxury houses and it's really, that's the reality.
But how do you do with that? How is it? I mean, in a real estate world, how is it possible for you to do stuff?
Well, before we had a really great rehearsal space it was a non-profit, which during COVID was turned into a profit space. So we kind of lost it. We're still allowed to go there. Now we found city-run senior citizens center, which has been unused totally during COVID for 3 years. And now they're trying to get people back. So they gave it us for free to rehearse there. We can store our stuff, which is like fantastic. It's a great big space, and then so that's how we are. And then we found a theater, Frida Kahlo Theater, which is like a perfect. It's like so quirky and fun, and so that's where we're going to perform. So we're rehearsing there, and then the other space. So, but there is no like what we, of course, we would love to have like a permanent space, which could
Yeah.
be like a shared space. Like we
Yeah,
are
yeah.
sharing now our space, but not a lot of is happening there, and you can't really like build it in the way that you have built. It's mostly for senior citizens, but they really welcoming us, and we're trying to provide some entertainment for them. Everybody is welcome to watch our rehearsals or be part in some ways. But yeah, that's a huge problem because everything is here more or less transactional. So when we do shows, they are free for everyone, because we want everybody to be able to come to see the shows, because there is such a disparity, such a,
Yeah.
and theater basically is very expensive here. Even the smaller shows, like, if you don't have much money, then $20 can be a lot. So
Yeah.
so, but yeah, it's a huge thing, and a lot of small theaters have disappeared. Like the ones we also worked, like we were given like donated for our shows to perform. They gone.
Yeah. But can you do you have a funding, or can you apply for funding in any way, or how does it?
We have funding. We have funding from we have the state funding. We have a national funding. We have a city funding. We have we have we have funding, but the spaces are expensive. That's
I get it.
the thing. Yeah. So and then to have like a permanent funding, and we are very small nonprofit because it's basically 2 people. So it's then it would be to go into really this bureaucratic phase, and it's not what we we want to be like you. We want to when we want to do something, we want to do it. We want to be fast. We don't want to wait for permission or the some funding to come. We're just gonna start doing it, and then so so we were a lot in the parks. Like at some point we were rehearsing in the parks.
but
at least the weather was like now it's been raining here for so many months, so we are like at least we have a space.
But we have one of our new things is that we have a circus tent, not on Dramalogen, but me and Magan and Lotta, so that's a very nice thing. When you get the hang of the circus tent, then you could just be in any park. But it's not so good when it's hot, because it's even hotter inside the circus tent. So that's something we have to work on the LA summer, I think.
Yeah, LA. Yeah, it's the weather here. It's Well, I guess it can be rainy. It hasn't rained this much for years, but but that's a good idea. That could be one
way to get the space.
Yes.
Temporarily, but I mean, then you need more of like a grass place. Exactly. Check that out.
I don't know what kind of permits you need.
Check out Lotta's picture there.
Oh, show me.
Say it not, Lotta.
Oh, nice. Oh, I love it.
It's in front of the water tower in.
Cool. All right.
Big.
Thank you for that idea.
Yeah.
We'll extend our show to the theater tent. I mean,
that's very good. We can come. We are very good at putting it up, so we can come help you getting started. Just buy a tent somewhere. We'll come help you out. No problem.
I would like to point out the circus tent and the Dramalogen space and move the discussion to spiritual places, because I would like to see more Dramalogens here in Finland. And I assume that it's like that there in Sweden, but I know it's not. So you are a special. The social innovation is you, and the spirit that you have been able to create in Dramalogen. And I have experienced it myself a couple of times. I've traveled to Dramalogen and witnessed it myself, and I'm very inspired by your example, how you do things. And that's the key question when we are now moving into the future. how to create that spiritual place, that spirit of Dramalogen, and make it happen. For example, here in Finland, where we have municipal and NGO-led culture houses, but they are not the same. They don't have the spirit that you guys have there. And I wonder why. Do you know why it is like that, and what are the elements that we should learn from your story?
But in one way, it is maybe. I mean, it stands on very many feet. And Magan, who is our founder, is I think the big, the spiritual start of much. And one of the fantastic things that she got done was that she got it done. I mean, she was able to get stable funding from the municipality, get this idea to become a municipal like not a project, but like a running thing, and she was able to kind of collect people to come and work there. So there was place, space, and possible workload that could be found and done somehow.
And I
but-
also think, and the thing that Magan really did great was to take in people which weren't trained municipality
No, exactly.
desk type of people. She didn't fill up the department with that. She filled it up with people who works actively out in the community and on the stages, and let them run the show, and which together with her and Peter's knowledge, which gave us, who has been a part of it for a long time, very big confidence and a very good insight to how does a municipality and the regional departments works, and that really sets us apart, because when you go to culture houses out in Sweden, it's always there are always offices and people inside offices who aren't on the field working, and we are the opposite. And I think that's super crucial for why we work in a different way.
And everybody has been freelancing, so you're not like hired to do your work. You're like, okay, you're doing this project, this part of this thing with these people, and when all those pieces come together, it worked very well, and everybody have been like, everybody has been carrying their part of it somehow.
And
And
also because we who have been freelancing within Dramalogen and outside, we have maybe been on Dramalogen for maybe 20%, 30%, and then we're out
Exactly.
doing other stuff. So we come with a big network and a lot of insight and ideas and people. So it's just a big melting pot of people. We know almost everyone in the city now, which is super cool and super great.
And so therefore many of the cultural projects in the city are not done, all of them are not done at our place, but some of us are in having their long fingers in them somehow, more or less wherever they are. So there are kind of Dramalogen representatives in very many places and spaces. I think that's good. But it's so if something were to be started, you have to find the start form, find some people who can like take the stick and run with it. And I think, for instance, theater people, there are surely many people who could do that, but they have to be pressured to work out with people instead of just internal with the theater problems, so to speak. It has to be. I think that the kind of applied culture or culture and society idea is very good. But that's, I mean, that has people been doing in various ways since the 70s or since the 1500s maybe. But I mean, so
But I mean, the first step is to to really get to know a politician and get them on your side and really get them to take a leap on this crazy idea.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it was
exactly.
10 years ago, it was a crazy idea to hire young cultural workers to do municipality work for the better with cultures. That was a crazy idea. And Magan solved that thing. And here we are.
Yeah, and since it all started in economical very crazy idea, then everything from that has been easier or more normal almost. So it's been like a normalization process that has been going on. Maybe.
But to talk about what Marcus said in the beginning of the spiritual thing, because we are so many and everyone is contributing in some way, everyone really feels a part of it, and that creates a very good working climate. People come in even though they don't have an active chore or work, they just need a place to hang out, because as a cultural worker it's very hard to sit alone home and just, okay, now I'm gonna write the play. It's super hard. Or I mean, paint
How to begin?
Yeah, exactly.
When you're in your apartment.
Yeah, so make everyone a part of you is a big thing for us. Everyone should feel like, oh, this is also ours.
Yeah, I think I mean, I can. That's your environment and the place where you are, which is like a perfect size of a community. That already helps, and the Swedish culture, which is a little bit different. So, but yeah, I'm sure we'll have to think about how to adapt it, some of the stuff here, because in LA people are very isolated. We're just talking we were in this panel in the Center Theater group. They had this going pro for students and starting actors and just talking like how here, because it's such a star culture, it's everything is about me coming there. It's less about sharing and the community. So Los Angeles is not really a theater.
No, but
that's a problem. Maybe we have to relocate. But yeah, that's the thing. And things are so far, our actors live so far. So, I don't have a ride. Okay, we'll drive hour and a half and get you in half an hour.
That's crazy.
So there are challenges, but such an inspiration to see that happening. I think it's fantastic. It's so and to have so many people coming together and be passionate about it and keep working. So it must tell about like Marco was saying, about your spirit and what's behind it, like how you be able to keep it up.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, some of us, we have really been working hard as well, because that's the thing. When you try to prove something to the municipality or the people of Halmstad, I mean, you really have to do. Or my belief, and also Peter's, is you have to do a little bit more than enough. You have to walk the extra mile. You have to carry. You have to, because it takes time to change people's minds and really get out there with your mission. And I mean, we like to work, and sometimes we're not always paid to do all the things we do, but we do it because we like the idea of Dramalogen and what we're doing, and we know it's important. So, but I mean, it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, well, I can relate to that.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
a lot of work, not much pay.
Yeah, because that's culture, right?
Yeah,
I would like.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Peter.
No, it was nothing. You say, Marcus.
So I would like to ask the last question. So now we have visited Dramalogen in Halmstad. tell a little bit about your meaning and how is your action reflected there in your region, in Sweden, and internationally? We are all part of a collective. No Labels, No Walls is a collective of hundreds of people around the world interested in art, culture, and citizenship action. And Dramalogen has participated in many of our festivals, so you've been with us since the beginning. How can we create this kind of spaces and be mobile with our spirit there in Sweden and internationally?
Yeah, that is that is a very good question, and it's I think that our recipe is that it doesn't have to be exactly like we've done it, but it has to be, in some ways, it has to become a little bit larger than life, and people have to be able to want to work for it. And it's also good if it is a little bit on the margin. It doesn't have to cost $1 million in the beginning. I mean, that I think loads of projects has ended there. That you should start, and then suddenly there's a technic bill of $1 million before you even begin, and then you can't get anywhere further. I think you have to be smart. You have to try to be a little bit of a magician, and you have to work, and also make the things that you do, make them art, so to speak, like the options or the things that you had to do, and find ways of making them or believing in them, and be work in the same directions, and work with people you like. I think that's also one for us. It has been very much like that we like each other, and we kind of collect each other, and that makes a core and ensemble around the core somehow. And start directly.
Yeah.
But
Never wait.
with small stuff. Let projects become roll on, and save stuff from every project and use that stuff to put in the big pot, and then suddenly you have loads of stuff.
And also you have a lot of people, because you collect people as well.
Exactly,
So it's
exactly.
like always be in solidarity, do things, meet people, take people's numbers, because you need an army one day when you stand there. Then it's good to have.
And also mix them up, because I think that's also a key for us, that we work with various people, and I tried to say that earlier, but you don't really know who's who. Is it an artist? Is it somebody who's a little bit crazy? Are you depressed? Are you a new arrival? Who are you? It's because everybody of these groups can also strengthen each other somehow. So what's in the edges is very interesting, I think, and good. Something like that. But everybody has to work very much everywhere, and together that when we do a huge tour around the world.
Sounds very good, Peter and Lotta. Thank you so much for attending No Labels, No Walls Action Monday.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was a pleasure to meet you and see Dramalogen, and I hope to see Dramalogen joining No Labels, No Walls Festival this year, as we are collecting spaces together and enjoy a worldwide festival together in these spaces. So let's make that happen together.
It would be an honor, of course. Great. Thank you so much. It's been fantastic to talk to you guys.
Super inspiring.
Yeah. It's endless. This we could go on forever. Thank you, and thank you for watching.
Thank you everybody for watching, and next time in May we will go to Sheffield, to one of the biggest political festivals in UK, Festival of Debate, and I will be in Sheffield, so So please join us and see new spaces for art, culture, and citizenship action. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Peter. Thank you,
Thank you,
Lotta.
Mary.
And
Thank
have a
you.
great
to
week.
meet you guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.